Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tatiana Savage, and I share my journey as an online entrepreneur. That includes the process of building my online business, as well as experimenting with different side hustles that pique my interest. A little bit less than 30 days ago, the side hustle that piqued my interest was Amazon KDP. So I decided to just jump right in with this new experiment, and I showed you guys the whole process of creating my first book and posting it on Amazon KDP. Today, I'm excited to share my earnings after the first few weeks of having my books published on Amazon. So I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys with me over to Amazon KDP so I can show you exactly how many books I have published and how much I've earned from them since I started. Okay, so this is my Amazon KDP bookshelf, and this is where I can see all of the books that I have published. So if you watched my last video, you'll recognize this book right here, which is the teacher planner that we published together. So since we published this first book together, I've published 2 other versions of the same book. So the interior is the same. All of my books are teacher planners, but they each have different covers to appeal to different audiences. So let me grab that copy so I can show you. Okay, so forgive me if this book looks a little bit raggedy. I've been using it to take notes. Amazon lets you order an author copy of the books that you create. I decided to order an author copy of one of my planners because I just wanted to see what the quality was like, because I don't want to publish anything or create a product that isn't high quality. And I was actually really pleasantly surprised by it. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're here to look at the money. So I'm going to hit the reports tab. Okay, and as you can see on my dashboard here, my estimated royalties are $6.33, and I have gotten 1 order. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I definitely dropped the ball here. I thought I was gonna be publishing 3 books a week, and I ended up only publishing 2 books total and accidentally deleting one of my listings. I think if I would have stuck to my original plan and put out a higher volume of books, I probably would have seen some results. So this is disappointing, but it's not surprising. Starting out with the side hustle, I was also super skeptical. Honestly, I thought that the people who were selling books on Amazon KDP and actually making money from it were spending a bunch of money on advertisements and barely breaking even when it comes to their profit on their books. But obviously I haven't spent any money on advertising, and I still managed to get a sale. And that's actually really encouraging to me. So I think what I'm gonna do today is create 3 new versions of book covers for the same teacher planner. Since I have the interior done, the hard work is already done. So now all I need to do is duplicate those listings so that way I can appeal to as many potential customers as possible. So I'm gonna do the same thing that I did last time, and I'm gonna head over to KITTL. That way I can create my book covers. Okay, so now that I'm on KITTL, I'm going to go to my projects. And here I can see all of the previous projects that I've already created on KITTL. I'm actually going to select this one and I'm gonna duplicate it just to make it easier for me. That way the dimensions are already set. But I'm gonna share with you exactly what the dimensions are. That way if you want to create your own, you can. So this is a book cover that I created for this teacher planner, and I'm going to go ahead and delete the actual design. That way we can start fresh. Okay, so I have the design deleted, and now I want to create a background for this teacher planner. So right here on my toolbar on the left hand side, I'm going to go down to image generator, and I'm going to use KITTL's AI image generator to generate a background for my teacher planner. All right, so this is an image that KITTL generated for me, and I think it's really cute. So now I'm going to expand it. Okay, so here I just duplicated the image and I flipped it. That way it looks like one cohesive pattern. Now I want to go to elements and I want to get a square element. So remember, the left side of this design is going to be the back of the planner, and the right side of this design is going to be the front. So the reason I'm putting this square element over here on the right side is because I want to be able to put a title on my planner. I noticed on Amazon that the teacher planners that are labeled with the word teacher tend to sell better than the ones that are blank. I learned my lesson from last time, and instead of trying to create a graphic design from scratch, I want to do it the quick and easy way. So over here on my toolbar, I'm going to select templates, and I'm going to look for a template that has some cool text that I can put on my design. So in the search bar, I'm going to type in teacher. I think this text is really cool, so I'm going to try to drag it and drop it and see if I can make it work for my design. So here I'm just resizing the text. Okay, so this is what I ended up coming up with for my second design. I wanted to make it a little bit less feminine and a little bit more gender neutral. So I decided to go with some primary colors and some fun fonts. And I also decided to make the cover of the planner look a little bit different than the back cover of the planner. I think that makes the design really interesting and I really like it. Before I save this design, I want to show you guys what dimensions I'm using. So I'm going to click download here. I want to set the DPI to 300. And as far as the dimensions go, I've got 16.65 inches by 10.25 inches. So now I want to rename my design and I'm going to name it Primary Color Teacher Planner. And now I'm going to download it. This side hustle is purely experimental for me. I just want to see how much passive income I can generate without spending very much time on it. And whether you want to join me in this experiment and see if you can make some money on Amazon KDP, or if you're interested in selling other digital products like I do on my Etsy shop, you should definitely check out KITTL and utilize the AI features that I use to make my own book covers. Right now, KITTL is offering you guys 25% off for access to all of their premium features if you sign up via the link in the description box below this video. As you saw with this video, designing my book covers was super quick and simple, and I'm excited to use KITTL in the future for some other digital product designs that I have in mind. So now that I have this design downloaded, I want to just jump right into making my second design. That way I can go ahead and get them both posted today. So I'm going to go back to my KITTL homepage. I'm going to go back to my projects. I'm going to select the little gear on this design and I'm going to duplicate it. So now that I have my new design pulled up, I want to do exactly what I did the first time. I'm going to go over here to my toolbar on the left. I'm going to go to image generator and I'm going to describe a different pattern for the back cover of this teacher planner. Once I have my description written, I'm going to go ahead and select enter. I'm going to delete my old pattern and I'm going to emphasize my new pattern. Okay, yeah, I love this pattern. Now I just want to change the front of the planner. That way the colors look more cohesive with this pattern. So here I'm clicking on my background and I'm going to select the color. And I'm going to use the eyedrop feature to make this color the same color as the darkest color that's on my pattern. Actually, instead of the darkest color, I think I'm going to make this the same color as these backpacks here. Okay, so I decided to add this rainbow element onto the cover of this teacher planner. That way it kind of goes with the background where we have these little rainbows here. I really like the way that this one turned out, so I'm going to go ahead and save the design with the same dimensions that I saved the first design. Okay, so now that I have this design saved, I think I'm gonna go ahead and create one more. It was just so much easier for me to create these designs the second time around than it was the first time. And I'm really hoping that the next time I check in with you guys, I've made over $100. So in order to maximize my chances of that, I'm gonna create one more design. So again, I'm going back to KITTL, I'm going back to my projects, and I'm gonna duplicate this project that I just created. Okay, so now that my project is duplicated, I'm going to select it. And I actually think for this design, instead of creating a teacher planner, I just want to create a notebook for myself. I'm not expecting this notebook to sell at all. But like I said, I really like the quality of the pages in this book that I created. And I want a bigger blank notebook that I can use to write notes for my classes. So I'm just going to design something that I'd like to use. So I'm going to delete this design. I'm going to leave the words just in case I need them. Okay, so I'm going back to my toolbar here and I'm going to select image generator. Okay, so now I have my design here and I'm going to once again duplicate it and then I'm going to flip it. Okay, so since this is a blank notebook, I'm just going to leave this design as it is. I think it looks really cool and I'm excited to use it. So I'm going to save this design. So I'm going to select download. I'm going to change the DPI to 300 and then I'm going to download. Okay, so now that all three of my book covers are designed, I'm going to go back to Amazon KDP and I'm going to publish my new books. So now that I'm back at my Amazon KDP bookshelf, I'm going to select create and I'm going to select create paperback. And now I'm going to put in all the information for the first book design that I made, which was that colorful teacher planner with the primary colors. Okay, so the first thing I did was give my book a title, and now I'm going to scroll down here to author and put in my name. I'm going to skip the contributor section because no one else contributed to this book. And for the description, I'm going to do the same thing I did last time and go over to ChatGPT and ask it to generate a description for me. Okay, so I just went ahead and put in my ChatGPT generated description. And I'm realizing that I think on my designs, I put 2023 to 2024 instead of 2024 to 2025. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that. Okay, now that I fixed that and I have my description, I can scroll down here, the publishing rights, and I'm going to select I own the copyright since I created this. For the primary audience age, I'm going to do a minimum age of 18 plus since most teachers are over the age of 18. I'm going to leave primary marketplace the same, and then I'm going to choose categories that apply to my designs. Once again, this will look different for everyone, but for me, this is in the education sector. I'm going to select low content book since this is a planner, and then I'm going to enter the keywords that will help my book rank in search. If you're wondering how I decide what to put here, I literally just go over to Amazon and type in teacher planner, and then I look to see what pops up here. So teacher planner with notes applies to my planner. I do have a note section there, so I'm just going to copy and then I'm going to paste it here. And then I just keep doing the same thing until I have all these slots filled up. Now I'm going to select save and continue. I'm going to select a different size here. I believe this notebook is an 8 by 10 and I really like how big it is and how much space I have. So I'm going to leave this one as an 8 by 10 as well. I'm selecting bleed because I have page numbers on my book and it makes it so that way the page numbers aren't cropped out. And I'm going to leave the paperback cover as a matte finish. Now I'm going to upload my manuscript, which is the interior of my teacher planner. Okay, now I have the manuscript uploaded, so I'm going to go ahead and upload my book cover. So in order to do that, I'm going to select upload a cover you already made, and then I'm going to select upload your cover file, and then I'll drag and drop my cover over. Okay, so it turns out I messed up again, and I actually am supposed to have a PDF file, so I have to go back to KITTL and change my design to a PDF. I'm going to select download again, but this time I'm going to change it from a PNG to a PDF, and I'm going to change the DPI to 300 once again, and then I'm going to select download. Okay, so now the correct cover file for my planner is uploading. That actually only took a few seconds, so now my cover is uploaded successfully, and it says that my file is still processing, so while that's processing, I'm going to fill out the rest of the things that I need to fill out for this book. So for AI generated content, I'm going to select yes. For the text, I don't have any. For the translations, that doesn't apply, but for the images, I have one or a few AI generated images, which is on the cover. I'm going to put KITTL here because that's the software that I use to create my image. And now I just need to wait for my cover to finish processing. That way I can review it and make sure that it looks good. Okay, so my cover is finished processing. So I just launched the previewer, and this is what my cover is going to look like once it's published. I think this is perfect. Nothing looks cropped out and everything looks good. And the interior pages look good as well. So I'm going to go ahead and approve this. Okay, so once all that's done, I'm going to go ahead and select save and continue. Okay, so now this is probably one of the most important parts. I need to edit the pricing for this book. Okay, so you can see here that under pricing, royalties, and distribution, I can pretty much put in whatever price I want to set this book as, which I really like. And then over here on the right-hand side under royalties, it'll tell me exactly how much money I'm going to receive for each book that I sell. If I set my book for sale at $13.99, I'll still make $4.32 in royalties every time my book sells. And I think that's a pretty good deal considering that after I post this, I don't have to do any work to this book. So I'm going to go ahead and set my price at $13.99. I'm not going to request a proof of this book because I already have a proof of one of my teacher planners. So I pretty much know what it's going to look like. So now I'm just going to select publish your paperback book. Okay, and as you can see here, it says your paperback has been submitted. So now Amazon is just going to review this to make sure that there's nothing crazy wrong with the book. And it's going to take about 72 hours for this book to get approved. So now that I have this new version of my book posted, the only thing that's left for me to do is to duplicate these steps again. That way I can post even more listings. Once again, I'm going to check in with you guys in a few weeks and let you know what my progress has been on Amazon KDP. Whether you're diving into Amazon KDP or if you're doing some other digital products, drop a comment and let me know how your journey is going. And if you have any tips for me that can help me make more than $6.33 in my second 30 days on Amazon KDP, then let me know because I'd love to hear your tips. If you found this video helpful or interesting, don't forget to give it a like because that really supports my channel. And if you want to hang out a while, you can hit that subscribe button. That way you can keep up with all of my online entrepreneurial journeys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.